uh, I'll be talking on something very, very, very powerful. It will be so strong. God laid it in my heart to talk about reels and dreams. Reels and dreams. So this is actually the part 2 because I've talked about dreams. So let's dive into it. A few year ago, God told me about HD game players, the dream imitators. So I'll be joining the whole thing, talk about it. Now, you see that the Bible talks something profound. The Bible talks about the dream imitators, but that those people that dream filthy dreams, the filthy dreamers. The Bible talks about them. That means, and when we read the book of Proverbs, we find King Solomon saying something striking. King Solomon saying, in multitude of dreams, there is vanity there. They are vain of stories. They are words that don't make up a thing. So when you have a dream, why is it that your dream that is supposed to be very neutral, neat, profound, and it explains mysteries of reality, where God explains a thing to you deep down? And science keep on saying that dreams is something that gets to do with your mental pictures. It gets to do with your mental pictures, which I disagree with. They say when you think about a thing too much, you start seeing it in dreams. I also disagree with it, but I agree with it. Because you see, when you go to the part where you start meditating, you can actually see a thing concerning what you're meditating about. So if you think about a thing too much, you can actually see it. You can actually see it, the definition, but however you see it defines how it affects your reality. So it might be too much of thought that produces something that has no meaning, because yes, I agree with King Solomon that in too much, in excessive dreams, you find vanity there, you find emptiness of words. It does not make up a thing. No, it doesn't. So we see that the HD, where you have this realistic gameplay, visualistic gameplays, God told me that thing created was actually affecting your dreams. I'm not talking about the PS. I'm talking about the one you put in your eyes. You wear it like that. That one affects your dreams like that. It affects it. It makes you not know to be able to differentiate between your dream or the HD, the gameplay. So your brain will be confused because you can't wrap up a thing, you can't finish a thing. Sometimes you will not even dream, but if you will dream, it will be all about that thing. So it moves straight down even to your consciousness, and it rests there. So what these people did is that they meshed up, they studied your dreams there, see how you operate in your dreams, and then they created this thing. So that anytime you sit on it, you wear it, you act it, you even get scared with that visuals. You see, that's the same thing that happens with your dreams. It's the same thing. Like, you take for instance, when you play in the game, you see, it's so real that sometimes you panic and then you fall, you injure, all this kind of stuff like that. It happens in your dreams. You panic from there to the reality. You feel scared from your dream to the reality. You see, it is a calculative thing. They studied your dreams. And you can hear about some time ago where they produced a vehicle or a car or whatever it is, that after they studied the Cobra, and then they make the car. Now cars can drive themselves. Why? Because they studied things that could drive themselves and they make up these things. I hope you're flowing. So science has been a very big problem, even if they have been a very big blessing. Alright? Because without science you wouldn't be hearing me now. So that's how it goes. Are we flowing? So they affected our dreams by giving us these things. So you say, okay, what about me? That how am I affected? And you see, sometimes you forget your dreams. You forget your dreams, not because of anything. Most times, just visuals also make you forget your dreams, because you interchange your dream cells with those things, so you can't see anything else Nothing apart from that thing projected there. So even in life matters, even when you see real dreams, you can't differentiate if it was a dream or it was your HD visuals. And people are there that actually live in that game, that thing like that, the metaverse. They live there, they enjoy it there. I don't get it. I don't really get it. So God began to tell me. He began to tell me that the story of your dreams, and they make all these stuffs like that, all these stuffs that controls you. You see, you can't really define your state of being. It removes you. You don't act alone. It gives you a chance to actually feel strange or weird. It brings your dream to a reality which is not actually your dream, but it makes your dream feel real. It becomes too much because it affects you. I know you're not getting it. All right. So you might say, okay, what about us that don't have these visuals? How can we be affected? Now, you see, you can be affected in a simple way. There is this thing called reels. Reels. You see, reels is this thing on Facebook where they play short videos, 30 seconds, 1 minute. Now, the more you dwell there, you keep on watching and watching and watching and watching. Now, if you are actually a dreamer or somebody that dreams or sees vision, you discover that the more you consume those videos, it stays there. It sticks to your head like that, as easy as that. So even as so doing, it is also same thing with the HD visuals. You see that you can't differentiate when you have a dream because you feel like maybe I watched it online. These are tricks so that you don't follow a divine nature. It pulls you out of that divine nature. So the more you spend time watching videos and videos and videos and videos and videos and videos, boom, before you know, your dreams will be manipulated. I'm saying this from experience. I spent time watching these videos and videos and videos and videos, and then I began to discover that my dreams have been manipulated, including my visions. I couldn't see well. It will be distorted because I was trying to see if it was actually the real I watched or it was a dream. So then I knew that no, it's not good. Because excessive, you keep consuming it, and the gate to your soul is your eye. The gate to your spirit is through your eyes and through your ears, and of course your nostrils and your mouth. So you can get possessed through this medium. And so God asked me a question once I wasn't able to answer. That is the time you behave like Ezekiel. Thou knowest, you say. God asked me. He said, what happens if a low light is being flashed on your face? What happened? If a low light is flashed on your face, just like that, just like that, just like that, just like that. You see, just like that. What happens? You see, what happens if a low light is flashed on your face? Yeah. So you see that your dreams are being manipulated just like that. Just like that. Hope you're getting it. So you keep on watching these reels excessively, and it becomes too much. It becomes too much, and then your dreams have been manipulated, so you can't differentiate it. You can differentiate it. So too much of these things is actually not good because it can affect your dreams. Too much of it is not good. Too much of it. So God asked me. I said, what happens when a low light is being flashed on your face? That's why you say, oh, thou knowest, because it was truly difficult to give an answer. And trust me, I went to Google. I Googled it. What happened if a low light is flashed on your face? And all I saw was what happened what will happen when a bright light is. So Google had no low light for me. You see, Google had no low light. So when the Lord spoke to me, He said, that thing, low light, when you keep your phone constantly on your face, it tells me it makes your eyes heavy to pray. Imagine, as little as that detail is, it manifests. So the moment you press your phone, and before you know, you sleep off. Your eyelids become heavy and you cannot stay. It gives you sleep faster. You see that every invention has its own way of breaking down your divine nature. It breaks you down. It removes your alignment with God. I'm telling you for real. You see, you might not be able to see these things as true, but trust me, have you ever asked yourself, how comes you slept off? How comes you wake up in the next morning and discover that your data was on? How comes? You see, the low light, it is constantly flashed on your face. It makes your eyelids heavy. It makes your eye heavy in the essence that you can't get your consciousness unless you wake up after. So sometimes you sleep the whole day long. After you slept off around 12. So you sleep the whole day long. Why? It is an addiction. It is a system. It is a way. This is a secret I tell you for free. You see, it seems normal, but it's a deep fact. It's a deep fact. Some of these things remove your consciousness. It removes your consciousness. It makes you forget. It makes you forget every single dream that you have. It makes you forget it. It makes you forget it. It makes everything. So because of this low light flashing on your face, you might not even be able to dream. You see, because you get confused, you see things, it will be so rowdy, you won't really pick it up because of all these things. You see, some of the few things that actually influence your forgetfulness in dreams is, number one is a demon, and number two is all these things I've told you. Number one is all these things I told you, and number two is a demon. You see, there's a demon of forgetfulness. When it sits on your head, it takes this thing. Now, I was opportune to see this demon. It wasn't as if it was standing. I saw it like wires, like net wrapped around the human's head, you see. And as I saw like that, immediately I saw currents moving through this thing like net. And then that's how your dreams go to it. You see, in another terms, it is called hypnosis, where you forget things. So you are actually being hypnotized when you focus more on watching these things, these reels, these things frequently. You are in danger. Because the more you do it, that the hypnosis is going on. And if you actually know all this hypnosis, they focus on light, they tell you focus here, anything you focus on hypnotizes you. Anything you focus on hypnotizes you. It makes you stupid. It makes you foolish. Because you are subjected to it at that moment. You see, they can call you after 10 years and tell you steal money and you still steal it. You never forget the voice that hypnotizes you. So even some of us, we are under the hypnotism of Yeshua. It is better to be under the hypnotism of Yeshua. See, a slave will always sound the way I'm sounding. So you might hate a slave for sounding the way I'm sounding, because the slave has made up his mind to be hypnotized by his master. Such a slave is rare. In the Bible, you find some slave meetings say, "Master, take me for free," and they're there. And they actually won't. They will put their marks, but they still choose their masters. Why? In the Bible. Because you see that you get comfort. I tell you guys always that one way to gain power is to become a slave. Most people don't want to be slave to God. Never. They see it difficult. Me, I don't. When you become a slave to God, you gain power. Why do you gain power? Because you are under his hypnotism. Anything you are focused on, it hypnotizes you. Is it your phone? It hypnotizes you. Is it music? It hypnotizes you. Is it your craft? It hypnotizes you. Because you become a slave to that craft. And trust me, it will finally make up a spirit. The spirit there is what is hypnotizing you. So you find it difficult to understand. So you see yourself on Facebook reading memes. You get to the point where you become under the hypnosis of memes. You just like to see memes. You just like it. You just like to listen to music because it feeds the demons in you, feed on that depression. I hope we are flowing. So we find it very, very profound and very, very solid to actually discover that these things is timely. You see, it moves, it works with you. State the position of your heart, of your eyes, of your mind, of your focus. Everything, it gets to do with it. So you see this social media thing. So see, social media is a whole new world. But the plan of these guys is that they want to bring social media to a reality. So they are struggling to put chips in your brain, put chips that you can actually remember your dreams, you can actually have a new dream, switch your dreams, have a couple of books in your head. So they want to bring the internet to reality, remove your consciousness and put artificial ones. And some people are complaining, what if artificial intelligence is actually alien intelligence? See, don't miss it. Dreams is so powerful that the Bible actually says when you see these people that prophesize, all the dreamers, and they say a thing and it comes to pass, it definitely does not mean that they are prophetic or that God is saying it. You see, you don't judge a prophet mainly by the signs he does. You don't call a man fake by the signs he does. You don't. You don't. You see, there is this thing called the word of God. Not everybody can dissect it. That's where we find fake prophets. They teach you and convince you up and down. Be aware of wolves in sheep clothing. That wolves in sheep clothing, it is clear, it is simple, it is clear, it is simple, it is clear, it is simple. It is not talking about the prophets. It's not talking about the teachers. No, the teachers are the shepherds. So the wolves in sheep clothing are the congregants, the members there. They are the ones. So you see that when you give yourself under the hypnosis of a thing, it controls you. Is it addiction? It controls you. It hypnotizes you. Is it alcohol? It hypnotizes you. And so God began to teach me. He said, these are spirits locked in bottle. Alcohol. It's an Arabic. It's called alcohol. And in spirit simply means spirit eating flesh. So the more you take alcohol, it's a spirit that eats up your flesh slowly until you die. Slowly until you die. Just like that, you are gone. Because this spirit is temporal. It's a temporal spirit. It goes and it creates up and it picks up this, it picks up that, it picks up this, it picks up that. And with a given amount of time, you see yourself addicted to it. So it gets to the point where it no longer becomes temporal again because a new spirit has been activated. His full form has been introduced because the molding began the very first day you started taking alcohol. So you are under the subjection of this demonic energy because it is like that. Anything you focus on hypnotizes you. Just like that. So these demons, when they sit on your head, they have this medium of collecting your dreams. And you might wonder, I've been dreaming, and so how comes I never remember my dreams? How comes I never know my dreams? How comes it is always like this to me? And you complain a lot. Now these demons are strong. So when you don't remember, this is what you go through when you don't remember. This is either one of all these things. And you see, prayers actually have a medium of helping you restore these things. So when you wake up in the morning, don't rush to your phone. Don't rush to it. That same phone made you forget all your dreams. That same phone made you unrecognizable to what you saw, whatever, or unable to recognize what you saw, all those kind of things, and you're still rushing back there the moment you wake up. The moment you wake up, you're rushing back there to go and touch your phone. No, don't touch it. Take a minute, relax, be calm, remember your dreams, beg, calm, pray, even read your Bible so that you don't forget your dreams. You see, dream is so powerful that through dreams, Joseph knew or his future was prescribed, his future was designed, his future was organized. And through dreams, the wife of the Pontius Pilate discovered that Jesus was beyond just a man walking on the earth. So she ran and sent a message to the Pilate and said, don't be a part of that death of that righteous man. Don't be a part of that righteous man. Don't be a death of that righteous man. Run from it. So through dreams, we discover a whole lot of stuff, and it is so profound. So dreams has a very deep connection that we are not seeing, and because we are not seeing these things, we are so ignorant of a whole lot of things. Very, very, very ignorant. Very, very ignorant. Now, dreams is deep. It's very, very deep because it opens your soul and your spirit, a free flow to be well aligned. So you've discovered that all your weaknesses and who you truly are will be shown to you in dreams and in all these forms like that. You see a very deep deep expression of yourself in dreams, and you see yourself sometimes in dimensions sometimes. And most of these dreams interpretation, sometimes you actually discover that you have a demon and you're possessed because of the activities you do in your dreams. So your dreams open you to a certain dimension and a certain reality. So dreams are really ways God can speak through you to tell you things to come and tell you things about yourself. So you see, most people are not actually ignorant that they are possessed. It's just because they lack a dream interpreter, so they can't really figure out that this was wrong with them. And you see, that demon that sits on your head that makes you forget that you actually have a dream, is one of the most powerful demons, because you are under his hypnosis. He hypnotizes your memory. That's a free access. It's a free access. But that access is cancelled in the name of Jesus. All right. So we need to understand that we need to be careful with all these things we do online, because you see, there are ways, and there are a lot of ways these